Farming has been thrown a lifeline that might just get the industry out of the mess that we're currently in. So sit tight and let me explain.
Okay, so imagine this. Your boat is capsized in the Atlantic and you have been floating for days. You've radioed for help numerous times, but nothing is coming back, and you are nearly out of food and water. And just when you think that all hope is lost, you spot an oil tanker that, by sheer chance, is heading straight for you. As they approach, they let down a rope for you to grab onto. You realise that you've no idea who's on board or where they're going. But what do? Do you grab hold of this lifeline, or do you sit tight in this vast ocean of sharks and other dangers, just hoping that something else will appear? Of course you grab on! And that is a decent analogy for where we are with farming today. We are at a point in farming in where it is virtually uneconomical to produce food in this country. Our duty to feed the nation is coming at such a huge cost to the farming industry, and not just financially. Pricing pressures are forcing farmers to work longer hours with increased isolation, which is all having a hugely detrimental effect on farmers' mental health. This steady ship of food production that we've been in for so long has now capsized, and we are at the point of drowning. But just when you think that all hope is gone, I believe the industry's been thrown a bit of a lifeline.
It's the oil tanker that we've all been waiting for.
And whilst it's taken a bloody long time to get here,
it might just be the lifeline to pull the industry out of the mess that we're in.
So what is it? It's climate change. The climate crisis has been around for years, but it has taken until now for people, organisations, and most importantly, government to actually take it seriously. Not only do we need to reduce the amount of carbon being emitted, but we also need to increase the amount of carbon being extracted out of the atmosphere. And to do that, you need land, and with land, you need farmers. This puts farmers front and centre in tackling the climate crisis that we are currently facing. This is leverage that, as an industry, we have been missing for so long. Whilst a lot of the groundwork for this sort of stuff is fairly fluid at the minute, I believe that if we play our cards right, this could be a game changer for British farming. Not only does it provide an additional revenue stream for farm businesses, but it is also a shift away from food production and the problems associated with dealing with the big supermarkets. It will allow farmers to decide who they want to work with and who they want to sell their carbon credits to. It will ultimately give us back a degree of control, and that is something that has been missing in the industry for far too long. Ah, but Sandy, I hear you shout we shouldn't be taking good land out of production and just rewilding the whole country. And you're right. I'm not saying we should stop food production, and this certainly won't be right for everyone or for every farm business. But it will allow for more stability for a lot of farm businesses and the spreading of risk, which, as far as I can see, can only be a good thing. Not only will this have an impact on farm businesses, but it will also alter people's perceptions of farming, as you can find out in this video here.